The mission requires anyone staying there to have goals and to follow their program so that they can begin living independently again and decrease homelessness. Ted Cruz says he plans on winning the state of Michigan, and Republican Party supporters came to Grand Hotel to hear his remarks as well as other candidates' future plans as they look not only for a Republican leader, but a leader of the American people. Community members and residents all over Northeast Michigan are saddened today as this building wasn't only a historic landmark, but a place where they created memories with their families for years. And now all they have left is hope that the owners will rebuild. 105. That's the number of students who don't have a regular or adequate household residence and qualify as homeless in the Alpena public school systems. But having the available resources doesn't mean much if veterans aren't willing to ask for the help that they need. This is Art on the Bay's 39th annual festival. Vendors have traveled from all over to be here today, whether it was from Las Vegas, Florida, Oklahoma, or Michigan. They are all here to show the variety of artworks that they have to offer. Every year, the Alpena community looks forward to coming out to the Blues Festival to rock out and have some fun. But their support doesn't stop there. It extends to multiple other causes. With the sun shining bright, the Long Lakes Light Festival has had a great turnout. But what people can't wait for are the fireworks tonight. Bethany Ricciardi, WBKB News. There's a lot going out here today at the Alpena County Fair. The sun is shining, the carnival rides are finally here, unlimited games and food, and it only costs $5 to enter. So I'm here with the Franzel family. Connie, why don't you tell me the kids' names and how you guys are enjoying being out here today?
Okay, this is
behind me is the Neiman's Beach Party. There are people out here to celebrate before it even started. They're selling beers and other beverages, so lots of great drinks, great community happening here today. And Lindsay, I don't know if you know this, but this festival goes on for 10 days. It's actually one of the longest fishing tournaments ever. The month of November is actually Homelessness Awareness Month, and tonight we're going to take a deeper look into the struggles people face while experiencing homelessness and what the available resources are here in the city of Alpena. How many people do you have staying here right now?
Last night there was, what,
28 or 29.
The Sunrise Mission is a 33-bed homeless shelter in Alpena, and for 26 years they've aimed to house and work with the homeless population to get them back on their feet.
Homelessness is an issue probably everywhere. The difference between Alpena and maybe a larger metro system is that we don't see it.
But just because we don't see the stigma homelessness comes with on the streets does not mean it doesn't exist here.
You would not know walking down the street who a homeless person was. And so I think having the shelter here then shows where homeless population is.
About 70% of guests who stay at the mission are from the 4 counties they serve: Alpena, Alcona, Presqu'Isle, and Montmorency. The other majority comes from different parts of Michigan and sometimes out of state. The city of Alpena wants to make sure they have the resources needed for the homeless population in the area.
At the same time, fulfilling a need or becoming too large that people locate here just for that purpose, that's something that I think there's a lot of opposition to, and I would have to say that becomes a bit of an issue for any community.
The mission has overflow housing next door and doesn't find having to turn a lot of guests away. However, they are in the works of trying to expand their building so they can have more educational resources such as AA meetings and Bible studies.
Those are the people that are successful, that want to participate and have invest in their own future.
41% of people who come to the Sunrise Mission have a $0 income, which is hard to overcome. The mission requires anyone staying there to have goals and to follow their program so that they can begin living independently again and decrease homelessness. In Alpena, Bethany Ricciardi, WBKB News.
We're saddened, just saddened.
Ash, burned wreckage, and old memories is all that remains in Luzerne, where Ma Dieters once stood.
He said, "Mom, Dieters is on fire."
We got toned out at 2:40 this morning, and when we got here, it was already burning through the roof and totally engulfed.
Over 45 firefighters from 3 different departments battled the blaze for 4 hours, and some are still on scene, putting out hot spots. No one was injured or inside when the almost 100-year-old building caught on fire.
Feel that this is going to be an economic hardship now for Luzerne a little bit, because Mod Dieters was such a well-known place for, so many people.
We live in just 20 miles away, or 23 miles, and we'd come over here for dinner once in a while, and I know a lot of people did. I was with my friend today on the river, and he just ate here last week.
Community members and residents all over Northeast Michigan are saddened today, as this building wasn't only a historic landmark, but a place where they created memories with their families for years. And now all they have left is hope that the owners will rebuild.
Their sign always said up there, "This is God's country," and it still is, and hopefully maybe they'll rebuild.
The cause is still yet to be determined, but a security camera at a next-door building does show some small flickering and flames coming from the kitchen around 1:40 a.m. And then consequently after, multiple minor explosions of beer kegs and other products took place. In Luzerne, Bethany Ricciardi, WBKB News.
Go Republicans.
For some Republican activists, the Mackinac Republican Leadership Conference is a 2-year tradition, and this year Governor Jeb Bush, Carly Fiorina, Senator Ted Cruz, Governor John Kasich, and Senator Rand Paul are the names of the GOP presidential candidates on the island spreading the Republican message.
Good selection of speakers. Jeb Bush apparently met the Energizer Bunny the other night, because he was very active and energized during his dinner keynote last night. Completely different Jeb Bush that we've seen in the debates up thus far. Excellent. Just came from a Ted Cruz event. Excellent. Ted Cruz is truly world-class Ronald Reagan heir.
Ted Cruz says he plans on winning the state of Michigan, and Republican Party supporters came to Grand Hotel to hear his remarks as well as other candidates' future plans, as they look not only for a Republican leader, but a leader of the American people.
I want someone that is self-assured, someone that's confident, someone that's bold, someone that when they speak, they instill confidence.
Republican supporters are encouraged by the candidates' enthusiasm and can see the party uniting while they focus on the year of 2016 and beating the Democrats.
The way we win this general election is we run a populist campaign of hardworking men and women who want to believe again in the promise of America against the bipartisan corruption of Washington that's embodied by Hillary Clinton.
This year's conference focused on Michigan Foundation for the Future.
You look at Michigan and how it's voted in the past. Michigan Republicans have made a difference in the presidential.
And that's why candidates continue to come to Michigan to meet with voters and hear their key issues so they can maintain representing them forward. On Mackinac Island, Bethany Ricciardi, WBKB News. Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Bethany Ricciardi. It's official. Even though executive positions for president, vice president, treasurer, and secretary have still not been filled, the Friends of the Brown Trout Festival voted tonight not to dissolve entirely, but to downsize to a smaller festival. With another winter storm approaching, it's important to remember to use caution when driving, especially when plow trucks are out on the roads doing work. The last time 2nd Avenue Bridge was rehabbed was in 1988, and the city of Alpena has decided there's some work that needs to be done to maintain it. The chances of residents losing power or not having it restored soon have increased. Northern Michigan is currently under a winter storm warning. At the 40 Mile Point Lighthouse today, guests could experience an 18th and 19th century historical encampment. In addition, another grant at Alpena Community College is giving staff the opportunity to offer innovative and fun activities that they might not have been able to offer before. That's going to do it for tonight's show. Be sure to catch Erica Fernandez at 6:30 tomorrow on WBKB Early Morning. Thank you for watching and have a great night.